Alright, so we're going to be testing out full self-driving supervised software version 12.3.6. Right, so let's set up the camera. I am going to have to set a location to go, and then we will start the process, okay? So hopefully you guys can see everything you need. Let me go ahead and set a location, and then we'll start. Alright, first off, we can see how it can see the cars now, because I told it to use the Tesla Vision. So you can see how it sees the shape of the truck there, okay? And you can see how it's making visualizations even though it can only see the sides, and then it sees stuff behind me. Alright, I'm not gonna let it drive off the cliff because it's gonna go off the curb here. So I'm not gonna actually start the self-driving until I get off this curb, because I need to go down this way. Alright, it already actually also went off the curb a little bit. But anyways, you can see, pull down once to activate full self-driving. Oh, the van is coming, so let's have it go. Alright, so let's close all the windows here, and we'll let it drive itself. Alright, it's hugging the curb here. Alright, there you go, it's going out. And I told it to drive more like human-like, so the max speed, it knows the speed limit is 25. You can see right now it's going 28, so it's gonna drive more human-like. Okay, here's the 20 mile an hour. There's a lot of rattling stuff in my car right now, so sorry for all the extra noises. Okay, it says to apply slight turning force. You can see it's going slightly above the speed limit the whole time, right? And I like, you see this, it shows auto and max. So it's basically saying the max speed is auto, I guess, and it will do whatever. I feel like it's stopped way behind the line. It should be way more forward, so I'm gonna actually push the pedal a little bit, but I don't know if that's gonna teach it that in the future it shouldn't stop that far back, but that's why I'm pushing the pedal. Obviously when it turns green it will know and it will just go, but I want to teach it that it needs to be closer to the line. I've heard a lot of people complaining about that it's starting way too far back, but yeah. Alright, wants me to apply slight turning force again, and now I'll just let it continue on its own. Alright, it's gonna take the freeway because that's the shortest route, so let's see what it does. Right now it's pretty hot in the car, but I'm going without the air because otherwise it's going to be kind of noisy. Right, we're going to go left, I think, so it's all auto merging out. So I'm going to apply slight force, so I just pulled the wheel a tiny bit. Other than that, it's doing all the driving on its own. So right now it's going, it says 68. Oh, it has 68 max right now. So it does go above the speed limit now. If I were to go in here, autopilot, and where's that offset thing I set here? Automatic set speed offset, so that's what I put. And that's why now it goes above the speed limit. Okay, wants me to apply slight turning force again, so I pulled the wheel a little. It's handling all the acceleration, all the braking, all the steering. It's slowing down now to let these cars in. Okay, it knows more in advance. Oh, it's slowing down kind of hard there. Honestly, it felt like it was using the brakes, but I don't know, because it allows itself to use more of the regen braking than it lets us do by letting go of the pedal. So I don't know if it actually had to use the brakes there or not, but it did feel kind of like a hard stop when that car merged in. Honestly, that's how humans drive, like majority of humans, but it's not how I would drive if I was trying to drive efficiently, which usually is what I do. I would kind of more predict how the other drivers are going to drive and then slow down sooner or earlier. It's choosing left's fork, right? I don't know if you can see and read all of that that's coming on the screen. Maybe I should tilt this down and more to my side so you can kind of see a bit more of the steering wheel. Okay, it's going back over to the right, slowing down a little more. Oh, telling me to apply turning force. Wants to make sure I'm paying attention. Doing really well so far. Okay, we are going to have to merge out to the left. Let's see here. All right. We're going to have to turn left soon. Okay, so it is merging left. Nice. It gives a lot of like room in front. Here we go. Let's see. So far, 257 watt hours per mile. So it's somewhat inefficient driving. Tire pressures right now are 44, except for the driver, 43. Yeah, so it doesn't drive super efficient, but it drives like a human would. Alright, let's see what it does. We're gonna have to turn left soon. Okay. Wants me to apply turning force, so I did. Oh, actually, usually I don't turn left here, so I don't know what route it's taking. Let's see. Huh. Oh wait, it's going behind the building. Okay, it went the back route. That's fine. Okay. I would move a bit closer forward, but it's fine. Alright. Gives you room in case there's something going on and you need to turn around. Okay, so let's see if it goes in. Turn left here. Okay, it took a different route than what the GPS was showing. That's interesting, but it's doing it well. Right, that car is stopping in front of us and then it's proceeding. Right, I mean technically we're already here, but let's see. Is it just going to continue rolling? What is it doing? It didn't say we arrived. It's okay, and now it stopped. Right, oh, actually it's still going. I'm gonna wait to see if it stops completely or what it does, because we're in the parking lot right now. Okay, and is it gonna park? What is happening? Okay, nope. It's navigating this parking lot. It's kind of confused about what it needs to do. Okay, let's see if it goes. Oh, where are we going? We're going somewhere else. Here, look, it put the GPS, it put a new location. I mean, we're pretty much here. So, yeah, I don't know where it's going now. It's deciding to go somewhere else now. So I'm just going to park the car and then I'm going to go to a new location. Oh, I'm so used to driving the Cybertruck. I was like trying to do the touchscreen thing. Alright. So, it did pretty good with getting us here. I don't know what it was trying to do with trying to find the location after that, but we'll continue and do another trip after this one. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I forgot, it has the thing where it can park itself. Let me see if I can get it to choose a parking spot. I'm gonna kind of make the car go sideways and then see what it does. See, you see all these parking spots? Is it gonna? Okay, so here I can see, you see it has all these different parking spots, so you can actually pick which one you want. So right now it's automatically selecting that. I'm gonna pick this one and we'll start, and I'll let it do its thing. Let's see what it does. there we go. Whoa. Oh my god, I felt it was gonna hit the curb, so I stopped it because it went to where the curb is under the tail. Let's actually see how it parked. I'm gonna take you guys and show you. Right, so let's see how it parked here. If the car was lower, it would have hit that. But you see, it went over. I had to stop it because I wasn't sure how far it was gonna try and go. Alright, let's continue this. Oops, give me a second. Alright, let's see how it handles. There's some kids kind of running around here, so let's see. Oh, it's not ready yet. There we go. Okay, so I started it. You can see it sees those kids. And it's gonna go on its own, okay? I'm not touching the steering wheel. I'm not touching the pedals. It's going on its own. Alright, you can see. Alright, so perfectly new. Wait for the kids to cross. There's a speed bump there, okay? Guys rolling around. Back up there. Right, so there's another person crossing. Let it do its thing. Alright, slowing down. There's a speed bump. Let's see if it's going to go over it slowly or if it's going to speed up too early. So we're going over the speed bump slowly. Good. Alright, it's speeding up a little. There's another speed bump. Telling me to apply slight turning force. It slowed down for the speed bump. Alright, handled that nicely. And we're going to be turning right soon. Let's see. I'll check the blind spot. Alright. Should have creeped out more so it could have more time to go, but it's kind of staying back here. Right, another car's coming, it's waiting. Alright, it's technically clear and it's going on its own. Good, perfect. Alright, there we go. It's accelerating somewhat quick again. As you can see, we're using quite a bit of energy here. It's at 456 watt-hours per mile, which is usually to be expected when leaving a parking lot or something, because you kind of go slow, you do a lot more turns. So we'll see what the average does. You can see my average from like before is 242 watt-hours per mile. Let me see if I can see my full lifetime thing. I don't have a full lifetime one, but here 256 watt-hours per mile, and that's including like all the freeway driving where it was driving like 80 plus or something on long road trips. But most of the road trips I was doing like around 55, 60 to try and be more efficient and use less energy while charging, so it's cheaper. But some of the trips I did like drive quite a bit faster. Okay, again, it's leaving quite a big gap there. Another car could technically fit in front of us. Yeah, but I think usually I would leave like about half a car length of space between the cars, but it's leaving like a whole car space in front of us. Right, still have a red light. It's getting hot, so I'm gonna open the windows a bit. You can hear they're doing construction here. Close up the window soon. We're going to be starting. Alright, should be a few more seconds. There we go. I'm closing the windows now. It's driving on its own. I'm not doing anything. It wants me to apply slight turning force, so I'll do that. Let go. And we'll continue letting it continue driving. Right. And light's turning yellow. Coming to a gradual stop. Okay. Again, I feel like it's slowing down a lot harder than I would when I try and drive very efficient. So I have a feeling the watt-hours per mile is going to keep just staying pretty high, just because it doesn't drive efficiently. It drives the way a human would drive a normal gas car, which yeah, not very efficiently. Okay, so just waiting here till it turns green again. It's so hot this weather today. All the days I choose to do the stuff, it's always a hot day that I have to open the windows. temporarily. Okay. Starting again. Alright, here we go. Keeping its distance from the car in front. Alright, it wants me to apply slight turning force again, so I did. Okay, I'm not sure if the address I put in is right. I just put something that was somewhat in the ballpark of where I needed to go. So hopefully it's close. Okay, lots of vehicles coming. It's slowing down. Alright. It's doing alright here. We are going to have to turn right soon, so I'm wondering how long it's waiting to move to the right lane. Again, it's leaving a pretty big gap, enough that pretty much a car could fit in front of us. Right. The person to my right is signaling to the left for some reason. I don't think it shows up here. Nope, so it doesn't see that they're signaling to the right, or the left, sorry. Alright, we're going again. Hopefully it's not going to shut off from it being too hot. We do need to merge right, so it better do it soon. Okay, it did. Push the steering wheel a little just so it would stop, and it's merging over to the right again. Perfect. Alright, it's turning right here. Huh, I've never gone this route before. I hope it's going to the right place. Alright, stopping. It's waiting its turn. Let it go. Alright, let's see. Is it gonna stop? Okay, it did stop, and it continued. And the light turned green. I don't know if it saw the light turn green or if it just continued after doing that rolling stop. Technically, when it's yield like that or whatever, if you're turning right on red, you're supposed to come to a complete stop. Obviously, humans don't do that, but legally, you're supposed to do that. And yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I mean, it's annoying how the laws kind of force the self-driving stuff to drive a certain way, even though people don't usually drive that way. Okay, I don't know what's doing. It should actually move to the left lane, but it gave up. It was signaling and then it stopped. So I don't know. Maybe it saw that van was kind of close and it didn't want to risk it. I don't know. We'll open the windows again because it's really hot and I don't want my phone to die. Maybe I should turn the AC on. Oh, here we got 200 or 199 watt hours per mile, so that's efficient. Alright, let's roll it back up again. CrossFit Milpitas. ABC printing. Alright. Honestly, it should move over to the left lane because there's so many cars on the right. But for some reason it's not doing it, and I'm not gonna force it to because I'm gonna let it do its thing. Alright, again, it's stopping with a huge gap in front. Enough for a whole other car. Alright, starting up again. And it kind of accelerates a bit hard when it goes, I feel. Alright, it's finally moving to the left lane. I don't know if that's just because we have to turn left soon or what. But, yeah. I'm not used to this car. It has so much more wind noise or outside noise than the Cybertruck. So the light turned green. It was slowing down for the stop cars. The light turned green and then it just continued going. It didn't like continue slowing down, so it kind of predicted how long it had for those other cars to start moving, which is pretty nice. Alright, there's cones here. It doesn't see cones, instead it shows these little gray patches of stuff. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that. It's very faint, like light gray. So instead of showing the actual cones, it just shows the physical objects as those little gray patches. Right? Which doesn't make you kind of, you don't know what the object is, but you can tell that the car sees it, so it's good and bad. Again, it slows down pretty hard, I feel. We're now at 209 watt-hours per mile. Let's open the windows again. Okay, it's still recording somehow. I'm getting like cooked in here. Okay, starting up again. Slight turning force, there you go. Let's close the windows again. Very slowly. Alright, we're turning left. It's handling this really well. Just stopped here. Lights are flashing. And we're just going to be sitting here bored again. If there's any parts you don't care to watch, obviously you can fast forward over it. You can see that car in front moved forward a little, but we just stayed still. It didn't move anywhere. So yeah, I'm not sure how much it needs to move forward before the autopilot will go, yeah, let me move forward a little more. But it's leaving that big gap there, which is about big enough for that van to fit in there, honestly. So it's a pretty big gap. This light's probably going to be very long. Let me actually open the windows up again. Okay. And hopefully it's not going to overheat my phone. You know, this is a very long, boring drive, but that's what commutes usually are, very long and boring. So once they get full self-driving working to where you don't actually have to pay attention, it'll be very nice, because this long, boring wait right now, you could be doing stuff on your phone, you could be sleeping, you could be doing work, you could be doing something else, reading a book, I don't know. But this self-driving stuff is gonna free up a lot of time that you're gonna spend like sitting doing nothing. So on once we pull it a little again. Alright, it's doing really well. Okay, right now the watt-hours per mile is going up because we're going up a hill. We're going to be going down a hill soon. 228 watt-hours per mile right now. Alright, we're going back down this hill. Slow it down. Okay, which way is it? Whoa, where are we going? It went over the striped lines. What? To make this, to go into this right turn lane. Okay, okay. Technically illegal, but okay. I don't know if you saw that. Hopefully you saw that. leaving the windows open again because it's really hot. I'm just letting the car do its thing, so it wasn't doing it like the dangerous thing, but it's technically not allowed. Right? It's gonna turn right here. Good. Going all on its own. Right. Going over to the left. Speeding up quite a bit. Apply slight force. Okay, there you go. We're right now at 215 watt-hours per mile. 208. Okay, it's saying it's turning left here. Oh, I think I put the wrong location. That's fine. We'll let it do its thing. Alright, it's making the turn here. And I'll figure out where my location is after this. It might be. Oh yeah, no, we're going somewhere else. But that's pretty much it. That's good enough. I'm gonna have to probably drive the rest myself because I think we're going the wrong way. So that's it for this drive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Alright, let's see if it can drive me home. Oh. Let's see what it does. Okay, so there's cars coming, as you can see. It's gonna go on its own. I'm not touching anything. There we go. It left the curb. Street parking. Alright. And it's going all on its own. Signaling to turn right. It did a full stop. No one here, and it's going. Alright, it's doing a good job. It's doing really well. Oh, it accelerates somewhat hard. Right. Also, as you can see, speed limit's 25. It's going like 30 something. So it drives like a human right now. Uh-oh. There's an ambulance. Nope. Oops, I shouldn't have stopped it. It would have saw that car and stopped on its own. But I don't think it would have stopped for the ambulance car. The ambulance. So technically, if that car wasn't in front of me, it definitely would have just went, and then the ambulance would have crashed into me probably. So yeah. Alright. And part of that is the autopilot can't hear. It doesn't have ears. So I don't know how they'll account for that. But yeah, and it stopped pretty hard there as well. Okay. And we're continuing. All my stuff. That's how hard it's accelerating. The stuff is just flying around back there. it's using the brake pedal. Like, why? It should not be using the brake pedal at all, honestly. Like, if I do that, Tesla will ding me on my safety score saying to, like, I don't know, deceleration or whatever. Oh, it's accelerating somewhat hard again. It learned all the bad manners from human drivers. It's gonna hit the brake pedal again, most likely. Like, it should be able to predict this and not use the brake pedal. Okay. I don't think it used the brake pedal this time. Accelerating somewhat hard again. Right, gotta turn left. Let's do a good job. I gotta pull it a little. Ask for apply slight pressure. And we're just here at a boring stop again. How long is this light going to take? One minute to go for half a mile. Light on the other side still green. It thinks that the light here has a person there. There's no person there. It thinks there's a human standing there. That's funny. Alright, it's green. It's not going, so I gotta push it. So I had to do it. It wasn't going on its own. I don't know if it's because it thought there was a human there or what, but it wasn't going on its own. So, still not going to do fully driverless without touching things. Okay, saw that guy walking his dog, but it didn't see the dog being walked. Parking? What is it doing? It's going to the curb. Apply slight turning force, okay. It just blocked the whole driveway. Alright, and that's pretty much it. See you guys later.